would grok that. And he used general relativity. And, Einstein said that, gravity or mass and cause space-time curvature was the same as space behind the sun, would bend around the sun and be visible on Earth during an eclipse. So it was protons, electrons.
Yeah.
But what about, that's for big things. And Roger applied that to quantum particles, protons, electrons, and they could be in two states. What does it mean for them to be in two places at the same time? And he said, well, if
in part 1, we learned that quantum mechanics ties reality to observation, with consciousness as the key. Part 2 showed that near-death experiences and quantum theories suggest awareness might outlast the body. Now, let's tie it all together with a radical idea. What if the universe isn't a physical place out there, but a projection of consciousness itself? This is the holographic universe theory, and it's backed by science, math, and a growing number of thinkers. Buckle up, this is the final piece of the puzzle. In the 1990s, physicist Leonard Susskind and Nobel laureate Gerard T. Hooft proposed the holographic principle. It suggests that our 3D reality is encoded on a 2D surface, like a hologram. Think of a credit card chip, a flat surface projects a 3D image. The universe, they argue, might work the same way, with all its information stored on a boundary, projected inward as the reality we experience. This idea gained traction in 2017 when physicists at CERN found evidence that the universe's structure aligns with holographic models. What does this have to do with consciousness? If reality is a projection, the projector might be the mind. Neuroscientist Carl Pribram suggested in the 1970s that the brain processes information holographically.
Teaches a curvature in space-time. So a particle here is a curvature going this way, and the same particle over here is a curvature going this way, so that the superposition, whether the same particles here and here, is two curvatures, which is a separation in space-time geometry. It happens, but Roger said the separations are unstable, and after a time t will collapse to one or the other. And here was the big kicker. There would be a moment of conscious experience or proto-conscious experience.
Memories aren't stored in one spot but are distributed across neural networks, accessible from any part. This mirrors the universe's holographic nature, where every piece contains the whole. Together, these ideas suggest that consciousness isn't just in the universe, it's the source of the projection. Now, let's tackle time. Einstein's relativity showed that time isn't absolute, it bends with gravity and speed. In a 2024 study, physicists at Caltech proposed that time might emerge from quantum entanglement, the spooky link between particles. If true, time isn't a fundamental feature of the universe, it's a construct of consciousness, organizing events into a linear story. Near-death experiencers often describe a timeless state, where past, present, and future coexist. This aligns with the holographic view. If reality is a projection, time is just part of the script. Ever notice repeating numbers, like 1111 or 444, popping up everywhere? These synchronicities feel like glitches in reality. Psychologist Carl Jung called them meaningful coincidences, hints of a deeper order. In a holographic universe, there might be feedback from the mind's interaction with the projection, like ripples in a pond. While not hard science, a 2023 study in the Journal of Consciousness Studies found that 60% of people report synchronicities during life transitions, suggesting a link to heightened awareness.
And that was because this collapse was the only thing that could give you a non-computable, non-classical computational answer. And that's what you needed for consciousness. And therefore, qualia and experience must go along with it. Since then, the aromatic rings are all inside the protein and inside the microtubules, and they form these quantum channels that can go not only within the tubulin, but to the next tubulin, to the next. So you get a mesoscopic or macroscopic length quantum state.
So, what does this all mean? If reality is holographic and consciousness is primary, you're not a speck in a vast cosmos, you're the center of it. Your awareness shapes the world you experience, from the colors you see to the moments you live. Death, In this view, isn't an end but a shift in the projection. Your consciousness doesn't vanish, it returns to the source, the field of infinite possibilities. This perspective can transform how you live. Knowing that your mind shapes reality, you might approach challenges with more creativity, relationships with more empathy, and life with less fear. A 2025 survey by the Institute of Noetic Sciences found that people who embrace consciousness-centric views report higher life satisfaction and resilience. You don't need to wait for death to tap into this, you can start now. That's it for our journey into the nature of reality. If this blew your mind, share it with someone who loves big questions. Subscribe for more dives into the science of existence, and check out the link below for a free consciousness quiz to explore your own awareness. Thanks for watching, and remember, the universe might just be a reflection of you.